struggling single dad thought his bride was ugly, but the cattle baron hid a life-changing secret. When Luke Henderson signed the marriage contract, he did it with a heavy heart and empty wallet. A widowed single dad of 2, barely scraping by on a mechanic's wage in a small Texas town, Luke never thought he'd consider a mail-order bride. But desperate times push good men to strange decisions. The ad was simple: hard-working rancher seeks honest husband. No nonsense. No frills. He answered out of sheer hopelessness. He expected someone plain, perhaps older. What he didn't expect was Alma Torres. When she stepped off the bus, Luke's heart sank. She was tall, broad-shouldered, with a weather-beaten face and hair tied back in a frizzy braid. Her clothes were oversized and dusty. She walked with a slight limp. Luke greeted her kindly, but behind his forced smile, he thought, she's not what I pictured. He needed help, not love. Still, he told himself, maybe she'd be a good fit for the kids, 6-year-old Caleb and 4-year-old Rosie. Weeks passed. Alma cooked, cleaned, fixed fences, and even helped with homework. The kids adored her. But Luke kept his distance, struggling with guilt. She wasn't cruel. In fact, she was patient, funny in a quiet way, and had a calming presence. Still, his heart wouldn't budge. He missed his late wife, and Alma was just different. Then came the night of the storm. A wild wind ripped through their town, tearing roofs and toppling trees. A tornado warning blared, and before Luke could gather the kids, a tree slammed into the side of the house. Caleb was trapped under the rubble. Luke panicked, trying to lift the beam, crushing his son, but it wouldn't budge. Alma didn't hesitate. She wedged herself under it, used a makeshift lever, and with one brutal push, got Caleb out. She was pinned instead. Her leg shattered. At the hospital, while Alma lay unconscious, Luke sat by her side. He held her hand the first time without hesitation. She'd risked everything for his boy. And suddenly he didn't see her limp or her weathered face. He saw her strength. Her sacrifice. When she woke up, she whispered, "Is Caleb okay?" Luke broke down. "He's safe. Because of you." In the days that followed, something shifted. He noticed her laugh. The way she hummed while washing dishes. How she knew the kids' favorite stories by heart. How she never once complained, not even from the hospital bed. Then the twist came. A lawyer showed up at their doorstep weeks later. Alma, it turned out, wasn't just a ranch hand or a mail-order bride. She was the heir to one of the largest cattle operations in southern Alberta. She'd walked away from the wealth years ago after her brother tried to force her into a marriage of convenience. She wanted a real life. A real family. She didn't tell Luke because she wanted to be chosen for who she was, not what she owned. Luke was stunned. He sat beside her on the porch, watching the sunset. "I judged you," he admitted. "I thought you were ugly, but I was blind. You're the strongest, kindest person I've ever known." Alma smiled. "I didn't come here to be seen. I came here to see if someone could love me for the life I wanted, not the name I carried." Luke took her hand again, this time without hesitation. "I think I do. I think I really do." They didn't move to a mansion. They stayed in the fixer-upper house with the tree scar on the side. The cattle came later. And so did the wedding. But more than wealth or status, what they built was something deeper, based on kindness, courage, and quiet, relentless love. Sometimes life doesn't give us what we dream. It gives us what we need. And when we finally learn to see beyond the surface, we might just discover the miracle that's been right in front of us all along.